I got the Home Depot truck. I'm on the trail in the culvert. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of this 4x8 OSB. These are $39 each. They used to be 20 bucks years ago. And 30 pieces of 2x4s, 30 pieces, and 6 pieces of 2x6s. 2x4, 2x6, 2, 6, 8 feet long and all, and vapor barrier right there. It's 6 p.m. I have an hour before it gets dark. How much can I do? Two 2x6s by 8 feet long. It's easy to walk lump when you've got a corduroy road. Corduroy road, oh, 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 oh. I've already lugged in 2 of these. It took me 20 minutes each, or 15 minutes maybe. 4 feet by 8 feet by 5/8 of an inch thick. I have 4 more of these. Hopefully I can do this in an hour. So I managed to haul in my 6 2x6s here. These are 2x6s. These are 2x4s. All of them are 8 feet long, so you can see all of them here. I was actually just lying down, like I turned my headlight off, and I was just lying on this for a second, looking up at the stars, and it was beautiful, man. It is beautiful, and it's quiet. So I've used the chainsaw to create a flat spot on the top of the logs with the skimming, and it will allow for 2 pieces. So, well, one will go across here, and the second piece will rest halfway on here. That's definitely thicker than a 2x4, so that should be enough. And then I'll do the same thing on these 3 logs, and then on the back part there. Pretty good. started getting some snow here. It's kind of like a snow sleet. I've had to make adjustments to my foundation. You see, I've lined the inside with 2x4s and 2x6s to make it sturdier and level, because unfortunately the logs were not perfectly level. So this one is the first one I can actually use completely, but these were too low, and these will probably be too high, which is good. That means I just have to flatten them out. I will crib 2x4s or 2x6s to the side, and you can see they are higher. I cut this with the chainsaw, which you can make great cuts, wedge cuts. And I did that also right over here. I'm also going to put blocking between these two, so these will support each other. Here is the last piece, and then I can put the board down for today. And level too. Lumber sure isn't cheap these days. Whether you're building a small cabin or a large home, it seems like you need to sell one of your organs just to afford these inflated prices. So in order to circumvent some of these costs, I've discovered and exercised a little known secret that many contractors are aware of, but that most DIYers are completely oblivious to. I found that some lumber yards and big box stores will sell unadvertised, heavily discounted lumber between 40 to 80% off retail. The reason that they are able to do this is because the wood they are selling at these reduced prices are defective and generally not considered to be fit for residential or commercial framing. The type of defects we're talking about here are longitudinal twists and bends, or pieces that are concave or convex and have distinctive bows to them, as well as any piece that may have serious splits or cracks. You see this piece here? How it has a nasty crack? A split right down the entire length of it. In order to reclaim some of the cost, these lumber yards will mark down selected prices, usually on a weekly basis. And if you get friendly with some of the staff members, you may be able to choose your own lumber and have them approve it for you. This may or may not work for you, but depending on your application, you may find it could save you hundreds, possibly thousands of dollars. I hope this helps you, and thanks for joining me on my unknown and ongoing adventures.